Hello. Let's see if we can get everybody in here this morning. Putting out the calls for the family. Okay, we're getting people, but you're not talking. When you come on, say hello or good morning. There you are, Wendy. Good morning, sweetheart. We have missed you on here, Wendy. I hope you're doing good. Hi, Becky. Hi, Gabby. Good morning, Sally. Oh, thank you for sharing, Wendy. I'm just getting ready to share it on my timeline, but I have to find it first. That's always a challenge first thing in the morning. It's like, where is it? And we're on Thursday. Happy Thursday. This week is flying along. So let's get people in here. Can't find video. I can't see who's in here. Linda. Wow, good morning. You're up early again. It's so good to see you on here in the mornings, Linda. I'm glad that you have made that commitment and that you've started coming on with us. It's so good to see you. You add a lot to us in the morning. We get to share your love. Morning, Deirdre. You've been working. Okay, Wendy. Wendy, how's that going? And I know COVID is ramping up here in the States a lot. So I didn't know if it was affecting you over in the UK yet, the way it is here. There's talk of more shutdowns here and going back to more restrictions. The gatherings, how many people can be in one place at one time. So I didn't know if that was just us or if it was affecting other countries as well. I know with Gabby in Australia, they have very few cases. So they're probably not going to encounter that, at least for now. Good morning, Kathy. And oh, I'm so glad, Kathy. I'm glad that worked for you. I was going to email it out today when I had my computer going. I can't do it from my phone. But yes, let's hope that it helps with your son. Definitely put that shield of protection over Colin. Yeah. Okay, Wendy, it's been so busy at work and you're on your second lockdown. Oh, goodness. Yes, the second wave, Becky, for sure. Linda says I had an enlightening conversation with Susan and she encouraged me. I am so glad that she did that. Where is our Suzanne? She's not on here yet. Let's call her in. Y'all know how this game works. We say somebody's name and there they are. So we're calling in Suzanne this morning. Good morning, Tammy Fisk. Great to see you on here, honey. And Gabby says, listening to what is happening over in other countries, I feel very blessed to be here. Yeah, maybe I need to come to Australia. Maybe that's where I'm supposed to be right now. All right, I'm going to I finally found the video to share it out and see what's going on. Okay. Gary, you're in the UK or you love the UK? Not familiar with your name, but welcome to our family. We come on every morning here at Enlightened World and just spend some time together, and then we lift each other up in love, lift up any burdens that we have. So welcome, welcome. I know, right, Wendy? I haven't seen Sharon Boyle on here in a very long time, and I really miss her energy. So let's call her in. Yeah, right, Becky. It probably won't be long until there's a complete shutdown again. Kathy, Suzanne is my soul sister. I love her so much. We do wonder if we lived past lives together. Kathy, I want to do a regression with the two of you. I think I had talked to Suzanne or you about that because I agree with you. I think you two really have that bond. Oh, you just talked to Sharon? Okay. Well, I'm glad that she's doing good. We really miss her energy here in the mornings. All right, what else we got going on? Wendy says there is hope on the horizon as it's been announced that a vaccine will be available. Yeah. Yes, we got that news about the vaccine, and I think Karen said that they've already started using it in California. Good morning, Sally. You heard from Sharon Boyle, and she was very busy. Okay. Good morning, Robin. My goodness, it's good to see you on here, Robin. We haven't had a visit from you in a while. And Kathy said, yes, we are on board with that regression. Yeah, I know there's something there, Kathy. So we'll definitely do that. Good morning, light skin on Periscope. Thank you for being here. Kim, thank you for sharing this. Kim, are you a part of our Angelic River family group? We have a group on Facebook, and we have absolutely amazing positive stuff on there. Wendy and Deirdre are admins, and they do a great job at keeping things positive and finding new and positive things, messages to bring to us. Thank you, Wendy. I feel really good. Yeah, I'm doing amazingly well for all the travel and everything that I'm going through. My sleep hasn't been that great. Had a lot of interesting nights of tossing and turning, and wow, these last couple of nights have been intense with the energy. But I'm sure there's a lot of people that are in the same boat. How did you all do with that 11:11 influx of energy? And anybody have any really amazing things to share about it or interesting stories? I felt like a heater had been turned on. There was a lot of intensity to what came through with that, and I think a lot of messages, a lot of creative ideas. I'm working on a book with Dr. Ruth Anderson, and there was so much that came through yesterday. It was just input after input that was coming for the book. And we're recording. So it's like we would just turn the recorder on and just talk, and everything just flowed. And lots of very powerful messages that are coming through. Our book is about the dimensions and alternate lifetimes. So it's going to be, I think, something very unique that's coming out from us. What else? Robin says it's early. Oh, Robin, honey. I don't know where you are, but it's really early for me. It's like 5:00 in the morning, 5:45 here. Marianne, good morning, sweetheart. Has the rain stopped from that storm yet, guys? In Florida and the Gulf Coast? Wendy, your hip was replaced on 11/11, 11 years ago. Wow, now there's some synchronicity. That's one thing that came out in the messages about this 11/11, that there will be a lot of synchronicities, and there certainly have been. Kathy, my connection with Soul Food Book Club cut out on me. Yeah, Dr. Ruth and her mom is getting a hospice bed today. Their hospice will be coming in and helping out. And Ruth is, of course, she feels and is almost positive that she's losing her mom to COVID. So please keep her in your prayers. And thank you. Thank you all for your concern. She's been very touched by the messages that she's received from you all and the cards. I've encouraged people to send her uplifting energy so that she can keep her energy strong right now. She is a very strong person, but she's human. And when it's your parent, she's already lost her father. So let's just really keep her uplifted right now, and keep her, please, in your prayers for her strength and for her family. Thank you. And thank you for asking, Kathy. Becky says, I sleepwalked and put the coffee in the fridge. Must have wanted coffee. You were saving it for later, Becky. All right, what else do we have? Good morning, Rick Morrow. Hello, hello. And Gabby says, activations and codes start when the gamma in Schumann is 40. It hit 57 yesterday. Happy dance. Of course. And we were dancing, we were partying to bring these activations of the codes together and help us to share that with Mother Earth. Gabby, you are a Master 11 for sure. I'm glad that's your numerology as well, because we can see that in you. You are a master teacher here on this earth right now. Stacy Lord, good morning. Dreams are wild. I can't wait to talk to you today, Stacy. I missed you, my friend. You have no sound. Well, maybe go out and come back in, see if that will help. Oh, thank you all. Thank you for your compassion toward Ruth. She's an amazing person. Those of you that are in the book club have been able to get to know her a little better because we just finished one of her books, her very first book, which is called One Love. And it was an amazing time spent with her to hear about how that book came to be and some of the stories from her life, that people she's encountered, experiences that she's had. Yeah, Dr. Ruth Anderson, if you're not familiar with her, I encourage you to go to Enlightened World Network and look up some of her videos and her writing. She is an amazing writer. Good morning, Megan Andrews Whitaker. Hello to you, and thank you for the love. Yes, Kathy, it is difficult to lose your parents. I lost my dad first, and then my mom years later. And it was very hard when she went, because then there were no parents on the earth anyway. We have them still in spirit, so we can talk to them, but it's not the same. It's not the same as being able to hold their hand. And that's what's hard about this virus. Those that are in somewhere, like Ruth's mom, she's in a memory care facility, and she can't visit with her. She can't hold her hand. She can't tell her that she's there. She can only look at her through a window. And, that's just so sad. Christina, good morning, sweetheart. Thank you for your prayers. Gabby, have you gotten any sleep yet, honey? I know when we talked to you on chanting, you'd had 3 hours. So I don't know if you've gotten any more since then, but yeah, it's a high energy time. It's hard to sleep when the energy is that high. And there's so much going on. And we're like kids, we don't want to miss out. But at the same time, our bodies need the sleep. So hopefully you'll get some rest today. And Robin says, yes, you're earlier than I am. Proud of you. I'm a night owl. I had plans to travel to mom's, although they may have changed. They may have. Robin, where's your mom at? Um, yeah, I'm a night owl also, just so you know. I love the nighttime. That's my creative time. That's when I can sit and turn off all electronics and just really, let the energy and the ideas flow. Good morning, Julie Kiss, and good morning, Lynette. Hello and welcome, and thank you for sharing. And Gabby says, Ruth is such a supporter of us all and love her. She supports everybody on your journey. She really wants to lift people up. She does something called Focus on Light Workers, where when she finds out that somebody is out there on the forefront, bringing in love, bringing in light, she'll just do a show and tell people about them. What an amazing thing to do, to edify others and show others and their works. And she's all about that. She's all about edification and lifting people up. And Gabby says she tried twice to sleep, but not a chance. It's okay. It'll happen. It'll happen. I have to tell you all, in my younger and crazier days, I went a week without sleep, a whole week. And it was not something I recommend, but it was such an interesting time in my life. And I was working a full-time job, 8 to 5, I think. And then I went to a movie set. I was an extra in a movie that we filmed at nighttime for a whole week. We had to be on the set. I think it's 6 o'clock. So I would get off work at 5 and go to the set at 6 o'clock. And we filmed from 6 o'clock at night to 6 o'clock in the morning. And yeah, I didn't sleep. I would go from work to the movie set and from the movie set to back to home, change clothes and off to work. Yeah, they knew at my day job what I was doing. So they kind of looked out for me. If they saw me start to doze, they would bring me coffee. It was fun. I was young, I was stupid. It's like I didn't know what I was doing to my body. But yeah, it was fun. It was so much fun to do a movie. If you've never had a chance to be an extra in a movie, they put out a call for extras all the time. Those are the people that are in the background that don't have speaking parts. You just show up and do what the director tells you to do. And the director was Ron Howard. So I had so much fun on that movie set. I got to meet some really interesting people. I met Keanu Reeves, Mary Steenburgen. Who else did I meet? Oh my gosh, there were some huge actors in that movie. Steve Martin was in the movie, but I never got to meet him. He was real standoffish and didn't come on that particular filming that we were doing. It was Parenthood, Gabby, the original Parenthood. And what fun I had. And I loved the scene that we were working on was the race car scene. If any of you are familiar with that movie, where the boyfriend, which was played by Keanu Reeves, I can't say his name for some reason, he played the boyfriend that was into racing. And it was the part where he wrecked the car while he was racing. So it was really intense. And the car crash happened right in front of me. I was standing at the fence, and we didn't know at what point the stunt driver was going to wreck the vehicle. He was supposed to flip it. So we were all ready for it. We're like, okay, we're ready. When's it going to happen? And I was standing right where it happened. It was so cool. And we were supposed to have this big reaction, like, oh, with shock. And we didn't really have shock because we knew what was going to happen. but it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And Deirdre says, Teri, what haven't you done? I'm telling you, girl, I packed in a lot of stuff in this lifetime. I really did. There is so much that I look back on, and a lot of it was I'm looking back on it with joy. I really have. I've experienced so many things in this lifetime that I just have wonderful memories of. And I've experienced the things in this lifetime that were my challenges. So it's been kind of a balanced life. And I feel very balanced right now. There's not a lot that I say, oh, I wish I had done that. There's not a lot on my bucket list of things to do. My bucket list is more of, I want to see all of you. I want to meet all of you. I want to wrap my arms around you and sit with you and really get to know you. That's what I love about this journey is I really get to know what you're about, what you like, what you don't like, what your thoughts are about different things on spirituality, on life in general. But yeah, that's me, and I love sharing. So I love sharing with you all the things that have happened, and um, yeah, it's so interesting to do things like that. And that's if it piques my interest, if it's something I'm like, oh, I want to do that, then I do it. You know, I'm a very outgoing person that just loves to have different experiences. Good afternoon, Hope. I hope you're doing well, darling. Christina, my daughter and I just did extra parts 2 years ago. I don't even know the name of it. We just did it for fun. That's why I did it, Christina. It was like, oh, that sounds like fun. I'll go be an extra in the movie. And getting to meet all the wonderful people that I met there. We got to meet Ron Howard. He wasn't standoffish. He didn't stay off in a little corner somewhere. He came right to us. We were talking to him. We sang happy birthday to him on his birthday, made him blush. And then he brought his wife and the twins on the set. His twins were babies back when we were filming that movie. So we got to see more of the personal part of him. Marianne, hi, honey. Jean Morio, good morning to you. And Robin says, I generally stay with mom in Jackson, Mississippi. She's 93 years. Oh, had minor surgery and came home 2 hours from her. And today I was to take one of our dogs to be fixed. Anyway, he wasn't here this morning, so we get to have it next week. I'll be returning to stay with her next week, full time. Good, Robin. I'm glad you're going to be able to be with your mom, and hopefully be able to spend every memory of those years with her, whatever she has left. Yeah. Okay, Lynn. Thank you for being on here, Lynette. Thank you for being on here this morning. Gabby said, I did 3 laps in a supercar at the raceway with one of the well-known drivers back then. How cool is that? John Thaddeus Fiore. Oh, thank you, John, for joining us yesterday. John says, I hear you are a hoot, a night owl. Get it? Are you here to make us laugh this morning, John? I hope so, because we love laughter. And Deirdre says, so how many of us have you met so far? Oh my gosh, I'd have to count. Hang on, let me count. Let me see. Sally and Tony and Christina. And who else did I meet there? When I was with you, Sally, there was somebody else. And then I met you, Deirdre. I met Susanna, Charlie, and Erica, and Christine. I met Donna Sandoval out here. So about a dozen, at least a dozen people so far that I didn't know before. Some of the people I've been visiting, I already knew. I already knew Ruth and Deb and Stacy and Linda, of course, and Carrie. So I've been with them. Kathy, I know I want to meet and know you better. Yes, we will be doing that, Kathy, I'm sure. Oh, Kathy, I love that idea. Yes, yes, that's a great idea. So give a random fun fact about yourself, just like Kathy told us about her riding with the famous race car driver. I've been an extra in a movie. So share. Let's share what's something that you would like to share with us about you. And I'd love to know that. Good morning, Jen. So good to see you, Jennifer. Did the rain stop? I know Stacy shared that there was some flooding in her area. So I don't know if that's happened where you're at also. Joanne Castillo, good morning, darling. Good morning, Carol Allen. And John, you're always here to make us laugh. Well, you do. You make us laugh. You make us smile. Melody Clausen, that's who I met there. Thank you, Sally. I'm sorry, her name just escaped me, but yes, I got to meet Melody. Julie Kiss, I wish I could have met you. Yes, next time for sure, Julie. I'm going to try to get to upstate New York and see where that beautiful country that you're in up there. And John says, I would like to return the $5 I took off of you for coffee. John, did you pick up the tip that I left for the waiter? Not good, John. Christina says, I sent out feelers last night for upcoming holidays. We will be joining in virtually at Thanksgiving with my hubby's side, and it looks like multiple virtual events for Christmas, a virtual festival of trees in our home, and one for the singing of carols and exchange of Christmas stories from Christmas past. Awesome. There's our Suzanne. We called you in here, Suzanne. Okay, what else? Deirdre, I played the World's Fair when I was in my band class way back when. Awesome. I've never been to a World's Fair. I bet that was amazing, Deirdre. And Gabby's going to give us another one. Since I am licensed to and have done for years, operated heavy machinery on a mine site. I think that's awesome and amazing. Stacy says she's back and she has sound. Yay, Stacy. Stacy, we're giving interesting tidbits about ourselves. Is there something that is in your life that you'd like to share with us that we don't already know? We know you're Luna's mom, but we're just sharing out little random things about ourselves. And Gabby wants to know what instrument Deirdre played, which is the clarinet. Yeah, and John says, that guy that spilt the iced tea. Yes, I blamed the tip. I felt so bad for that little guy, John. Oh my gosh. We had this, I think he was very green. The server that brought us our food and our drinks. Well, actually, he didn't bring us our food because I think they scooted him away from our table after the iced tea incident. But he was very young, and John and I were sitting outside enjoying our conversation and getting ready to have our lunch when the server brought out more drinks to us and spilled iced tea all over me. Thank goodness we were outside. I took an iced tea bath. And Linda went to a carnival wedding. Everyone rode the Ferris wheel together. At midnight, they said their vows, and then the two of them rode the Ferris wheel, then a huge buffet. This is a Carney tradition. I did not know that, but what an amazing way to do a wedding. That's very unique. I could go for that. My second wedding that I had, I've been married twice. The second wedding, I did a flapper wedding, gangster, that all the guys were dressed in zoot suits for the gangsters, and the women were in flapper dresses with the feathers on their hats. And it was just such fun. It was so much fun to do that type of wedding. And then we did a murder mystery at the reception. So that was an interesting one too. Sophie, Angel to Angels. Good morning, Sophie. Thank you for being here. Christina was a volunteer firefighter for a decade and her husband for almost 2 decades. I love that. And thank you for what you did, Christina. They're my heroes, firefighters, all of those that are on the front line, the paramedics, the EMTs. I really appreciate and honor them for what they do. Suzanne says, I used to work as a tour guide in Europe. Awesome. Well, Suzanne, when I go to Europe, I'll take you with me. You can be my tour guide. John, John says that's a Jersey welcome to have the iced tea on me. Okay. Well, I'll kind of steer around Jersey next time I come up that way. Carol Allen, one of my oil paintings was featured in the local paper when I was 16. Oh, Carol, your paintings are so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Carol. And I love your work. I love when you show us what you've painted because I love the energy of it. Stacy says, I can't think of anything at the moment. Let me think it over a cup of coffee. Yeah, sometimes we do need to wake up before our brain kicks in, right? And Gabby says, I would love to see it. Yeah. Robin says, it's been enjoyable with y'all this morning. Need to call Mom about today. Y'all have a blessed day. Well, Robin, we're going to keep you and your 93-year-old, your young mom in our prayers and put you in our prayer circle this morning. Thank you for being here, Robin. It's always a delight to see you. And John says, Italian knockoffs don't believe in mystery. No, John. Our murders have no mystery. I know you just put the cement block on them and put them in the drink, right? So, John Fiore, tell us something interesting about yourself. Tell us a little tidbit that we don't know about John Thaddeus Fiore. And Hope says, I took my eldest daughter, Montana, and myself to do a firework with Tony Robbins. It really boosted her confidence and went on to be the under 13 shot put champion and the under 13 100-meter champion in Surrey, a section of England like your states. Yeah, I know about Surrey. I really want to come to England. I want to come and visit in the UK. I want to see Wendy. I really had that desire to visit with you, Wendy. Gabby says, I ran up to an armed Indonesian policeman, grabbed his hands and put them around my throat for a photo opportunity. Clearly didn't think about that one. Gabby, I'm surprised you lived to tell about it. And John says, yeah, in the drink with the fishes. Jean Lorio says, when I was a teen, I volunteered at a maternity hospital. I was assigned to the newborn babies. What a blessing for them. I even took care of the preemies. My most wonderful experience was taking a newborn to her blind mom for the first time. Oh, gee, wow, I have chills with that. That's amazing and powerful. Thank you. Thank you for volunteering. And Carol says, I wish I still had the painting. It's still my favorite. I do have the news article. I hope you have pictures of it, Carol. Stacy says, my grandma and I were in a Winn-Dixie when I was little, and it was robbed by an armed man. He did shoot the security guard. My crazy grandma didn't panic. She actually filled a bag with food and walked out the door. I was with her. Boy, was my dad mad. I can imagine so. But what an experience, Stacy. Wow, I'm so glad that you walked out of that one. There are many robberies where people don't walk out the door. So I'm glad that you survived it for sure. Good morning, Catherine Kovacs. Good morning, Charlie. So let's see what John's got for us. In the 70s, my store was surrounded by mob-run business and they left me alone. Well, I can't imagine why, John Fiore. You know, if you wear deodorant, it takes care of that problem. Oh, Gabby, that policeman in the photo. Yeah, I'd love to see that photo. Do you have it? Do you have the picture, Gabby, that you can share with us? And Christina was a candy striper in the pediatric department. Awesome. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. John Fiore, you must be intimidating. I love that. Thank you, Gabby. Stacy says, I also used to help out at the Special Olympics because my brother is Down syndrome. I got to meet Dan Marino and the other Dolphin players. How awesome is that? And Charlie, I know you just came in. We're sharing something interesting that we didn't know about each other. So, Charlie, I know you must have a lot of good tidbits that you'd like to share with us. Yeah, John, I'm thinking that was the reason. You know, we could do a care package and send you some of that stuff. And John says, I hear I was switched at birth and wound up being raised in Jersey. I was dropped on my head. Oh my gosh. When my sister was a baby, I dropped her on her head, or actually I let her crawl off the bed and she fell on her head. And I still tell her to this day that that's why she's so whacked. It was all my fault because I let her hit her head. Yeah. Gabby, you do have the photo. Oh, please do. Please post it for us. We'd love to see that. Yeah, excuses, right? We all know the truth, John. Yeah, you're just antisocial, that's all. It's all coming together. You got that. Yeah, we're starting to see the big picture about our John Thaddeus Fiore. John, I need you on here. Will you come on and be my co-host one day this week? Well, there's only one more day left this week. John, let me know when you'll come on in the morning and be on this side of the camera. We'd love to have that in the morning. And that would be a wake up morning to have John on. And it's time to have some more people on here. I love the sharing. I love the getting to know more about each of you. And I know you may be a little camera shy, especially first thing in the morning. But you know what? I've been doing it now for how many months? Almost 8 months. To come on in the morning raw, waking up out of bed and coming on to say hello and socializing with all of you. So if I can do it, you can do it. So let's get that that list going of who's going to come on in the morning and be here with me in the morning time. So John Fiore, I'm calling you out. Let me know when you'll come on and be on with me as a co-host. Joanne Castillo served in the Navy. Who knew? Joanne, I've known you for a bit now, and I did not know that about you. Wow. Julie Kiss says, I, along with many New Yorkers, got a bill passed into a law. It's called the Pins Law. Person in need of supervision. It still hangs on my wall 20 years later. I have one of the pens that the governor signed it with. Only 12 pens were given along with the bill. So very proud of it. It has to help so many children in New York. Julie, that is amazing. And thank you. Thank you for doing that humanitarian act. That's great. Stacy says, oh, and a friend and I accidentally burned down a water park. It was closed and we were stupid teens and wanted to smoke a cigarette. We tossed the match down and the dry grass went up. It was terrible. That sucker went up fast. It was closed because they were about to tear it down. I guess we helped them out a bit. I guess you did. They should have paid you, right? They had to pay somebody to tear it down. I mean, come on. Kathy Hans said, my son fell out of our van while we were parked in a grassy area and bonk. Yeah. Was it on the head? Linda says, every morning is a wake-up morning to see this show and see and talk to friends. And look at what's happening today. We're getting to know each other a little bit more. And that's what this is all about. That's what life is all about. It's like just share about yourself. I feel like we should put today's show, all these things you're sharing, into our book. We have a book coming out called Namaste, y'all. And many of you have given me stories to put in the book, or poems, or just a little chapter about yourself. And some of you haven't shared anything. So I feel like I should take some of these things that you're sharing and put them in the book. John says, I answer all salami questions. Prosciutto capitoli. Well, you can come on here and do it too, John. And you'll teach everyone about cheese. Okay, well, you let me know when. I'm open for whenever you want to come on with me. And Suzanne says, I visited a festival while in Japan. It was a fertility festival. At one point, they were throwing rice cakes at people, and I tried dodging them because they were rock hard. I caught 2 and stuffed them in my pocket. On the way back in the bus, people were talking about that, and they asked if anyone caught rice cakes. I laughed and said that I caught 2. The meaning was that I would have 2 children, and I did. I have 2 girls. Suzanne, that is so cool. I love that. And I'm looking at the time as we're still sharing. And let's do some prayer requests. If you have anything to put in the comments, I'll just see if I can type it in. If I can type this early in the morning, that will be amazing. Okay, so let's keep sharing. I love this. I'm loving the show today. Jean says, you guys write so fast that I can't keep up and listen at the same time. I'm giving everyone hearts, thumbs up, and big squeezes in my heart. Oh, Kathy said that was he was a baby when he fell out of the van. And Stacy, you never got caught with setting that fire. Well, okay then. You got away with it. Charlie says, which one of my near-death experiences would you like to know about? Oh, Charlie, I love the story of you with the electric wires where the electricity was going through you. Can you share that one with us? Actually, Charlie, you need to come on the show with me one morning and share that. That would be awesome. I would love for you to come on, Charlie, and be a co-host one morning. Please let me know if you will do that with me. Let's see. Carol says to Joanne Castillo, I almost did. I was at a wedding the Saturday before I was to sign the papers. This was to go into the Navy. A woman I did not know came up to me at the reception and asked me if I was joining the Navy. She told me not to do it. Wow, Carol, and you listened to her. And John says, in Italian, we call capicola gabagool. All right, well, you're going to have to explain that one. You got some explaining to do, John Fiore. And Sally says, I stumbled into art school and wound up taking classes at 15. Sally, you are an amazing artist. I'm so glad that you did that. That was supposed to happen so we can enjoy all the beautiful art that you make. And Suzanne says to Joanne, love it. Thank you for your service. My husband, Sis, and my daughter currently are in the Air Force. We are Air Force people. And John says, we will set that up, Teri. I'll give a good cheese lesson. Okay, we're ready for that. Good morning, Donna Sandoval. I got to meet Donna. I've been with Donna twice since I've been out here in Colorado. And I actually took Donna's aura photo. So any of you that I'm passing through your way, if I have the equipment with me, if you want me to take your aura photo and give you the printout of it, I'll give you the file. You can print it out because I don't have a printer. But it has a lot of really good information with it. I know I did when I was in Michigan. I did it at Enlightenment for Sally and Tony and Christina and Christina's husband. It's really good information that you get when you have your photo taken with it. And I have something that I'm working on developing along that line of aura photography. So I can't say what it is, but keep me in your prayers that this idea, if I can figure out how to do it, this idea is going to be huge. So something innovative that came through during 11/11 time of downloads. Stacy says, please pray no one who's here knows what water park I burned down. I think we're going to go tell them, Stacy. Gabby says, prayers for Gaia, for Ruth and Elaine, and for sleep and rest. Yes. Deirdre, prayers for Ruth's mom, for Hope's healing, for our whole Angelic River family, and world peace, of course. Yeah, right, John. Don't want to send those Jersey boys down. Kathy, I do have some stories to share, but I'm driving. Well, Kathy, maybe one of these times you can come on, at least until you have to leave for work. Maybe you can come on in the mornings and share some of your stories with us. Stacy said, I was more of a prankster when I was younger, so I don't have many meaningful things to share, just funny stuff. I guess I'm not the one who changes the world. We love funny stuff, Stacy. Funny does change the world because it lifts the vibration. It makes us laugh. That's one of the reasons I love our John Thaddeus Fiore so much, because he lifts the vibration through laughter, and so happy that he does. Christina, prayers for Ruth, for my friends Sue, Suzanne and family, Kathy and family, Erica for a fabulous new job, Tony for great health, Sally's son, our healthcare workers and all caregivers, and for peace on earth. And John's giving out more laughs. Oh, Donna, you're so welcome, honey. I sent Donna her printout from the aura photography. It's like over 30 pages of information, and it tells you all about yourself from what it's reading at the moment, what your aura looked like, the colors in it, what that represents, your chakras. Carol Allen, prayers for my daughter Laura, her husband Josh, and baby Owen as they travel from California to Nashville today to look for a home. Yeah, it's tough traveling right now, Carol, so we'll definitely lift them up and lift you up so you won't have so much anxiety as they travel. And Jennifer Langren, prayers for peace. Charlie, prayers for my son and daughter-in-law, Brian and Elise, are going through some tough times with grief. Definitely will lift them up, Charlie. Sally, prayers for my son's COVID test comes back negative. And Stacy, but seriously, prayers for our group and all the lonely people in the world. Thank you for saying that. Yes, let's definitely lift up people that are alone. And you don't have to be alone to be lonely. There are many people that are in relationships that are feeling lonely. So you worded it perfectly. Let's lift up all the lonely people in the world. Marianne, prayers for peace and love. Julie, prayers for all to stay healthy. Thank you. And Gabby, pretty sure grabbing an armed policeman isn't going to save the world. It just lands me in lockup. Yeah, Sally, 33 pages. That's what the printout is when you have your aura photo done. And Kathy, lift the vibration, prayers for all. Jean, why does it scare me to think about seeing my aura? Oh my gosh. Jean Lorio, I can already tell you, honey, that your aura is so amazing. I can't wait to see what it looks like on the photo. It's going to be something to put up, frame and put up on the wall, I think. And John says, Teri, Easy Pass New Jersey has no way of finding you to pay for all those toll booths you ran in Jersey. Oh, well, they'll catch up with me eventually. I have to tell you, U-Haul did. when we took the furniture up to Linda in Wellington, the U-Haul went through some toll booths, and U-Haul finally caught up with me and said, "Hey, you owe us $3." I'm like, okay, I'll pay you $3. Oh yeah, I'm sure Jean Lorio's aura is going to be absolutely amazing when I do that photo. Carol, we should have taken yours in Maryland. I wish I'd thought about that. I could have taken your photo when I met you. I did get to meet Carol Allen in person. Yes, Suzanne is telling Jean, you will love it. You are. Don't be afraid. You'll just love it. John, maybe you can go pay them for me. Just tell them it's some crazy lady that you met and you want to pay her tolls. Okay, so let's do some meditative prayer. Let's lift each other up. That's what we do every morning. We share our burdens. So we go inside with our breath. We focus on where our energy really is inside of us, in our high heart. That's where we connect in with who we truly, authentically are. We're love. We're light. We are divine energy. We are a spark of the divine. That saying, I am that I am. We are all that. We are everything that we are experiencing. We are each other. We are all connected. There is no separation. We're having these human experiences in our own unique human body, in our human way, but we're all part of the divine. So let's go into our hearts and find that connection. If you go into your heart with your breath, it just means filling up, taking in that wonderful air that's going to fill your lungs, that oxygen that gives you the life, that makes everything continue to flow through you. And when you breathe in and focus on that area of your heart, you'll be able to find everybody in there that we've just been sharing with, everyone we've been holding and loving and laughing with, smiling with, crying with, holding up each other's burdens. This is where you'll find everybody, right here in your heart. So let's do that now. Just go inside and see everyone, see all those names that came up for you on the screen, everyone you had that interaction with. Just see them sitting right there in your heart center. We're all together. We come together every day. We come together and share of ourselves. And today, thank you. Thank you for sharing so beautifully. Thank you for the laughter. Thank you for the inspiration. Thank you for the love that you've sent out to each other, for the love that you send out every day to the world, to Mother Earth. So feel into your heart center and find everybody that's in there. Many don't know each other in person. We just know that we're connected, we're bonded by love, we're bonded as one. We are one unit. There is no separation. So feel your divinity inside of you. And in the divine presence, we are not seen as separate. We're seen as one love. So let's take another deep breath in and really feel that love right now. Feel that warmth, that joy of being so connected with others. And now with that connective energy, just feel into each other's hearts. Feel the burdens and place a little love into that spot where it's hurting. Whatever you're holding in your heart, it may not be a person, it may be an animal, it may be our world, it may be the situations going on in the world, the illness, the virus. And let's all envision COVID as a person, not as a virus. If you were to give love to a person that was sick, let's feel the same way about COVID. Let's not hate it. Let's send energy, loving, healing energy to it. Let's send love and light and beautiful wishes for good health. Let's treat it just like you would treat someone that was sick, with compassion, with care, and saying, I want you better. I want you healthy. I want cells to be working perfectly and not rampant out of control. Let's end this virus with our love. Kuan Yin says love heals. When we can envision love toward an energy, COVID is an energy, let's all direct love toward it and see it accepting that love. We can change the world. We change it with our love toward each other, with our love toward humanity, and with our love for our Mother Gaia. Breathe in again. Feel the compassion in your heart toward each other and really bond in that compassion. Bond in the desire for all suffering to end. There's so much more than COVID that's happening in our world. Let's lift up each other for any type of suffering to end, whether that's a physical suffering, mental, emotional, spiritual, whatever it may be. And let's call in our beautiful angels to touch every one of us right now. Let's call in Archangel Raphael and ask Raphael for healing wherever it's needed inside of you. If there's something physical going on, ask Raphael to help those cells inside your body to heal that place, whatever it might be. I'm thinking of our beautiful Hope, asking for Raphael to touch Hope, to lift her up for complete healing. Let her kidney function come back to normal, that she may not have to have the treatments anymore. Anyone else in the family that's suffering, that we know that you're in need of that Master's touch, we lift you up. We lift up Gabby for sleep, for rest, for her body. We lift up Stacy, Suzanne, Sally, Tony, Charlie, Christine, Erica, Catherine, Isabel, John Fiore, Jean Lorio, Carol Allen, all of you, Christina, Carrie, all of you that come on here and love on each other. I'm asking Archangel Raphael to come to you right now, to touch your heart as we hold you in our hearts and we share compassion out to you. We're asking Raphael to go right now for a miracle in your life, for a blessing in your life. And let's remember our Prachetta and Prachir and all that they're going through in their time of honoring their mother's passing. For anyone that's traveling, we had some travel prayers, seeing a bubble of protection around them. Linda Lemieux, you just came to mind, you and your husband, Dick, praying for him for physical health. Putting our dear Ruth Anderson in our circle, and her mom Elaine. Anyone else that wants to put yourself in that circle and ask Raphael to come to you, just place yourself in there. You can type your name in, you can just say me. Whoever is in need right now, just let it be known so that we can all lift you up together. And we can all focus our energy toward asking Raphael to come to you for that touch, calling in the Master Healer Jesus, asking for that healing touch that happens immediately, for a miracle to happen. Yes, sweet Jean, Lorio, Isabel, absolutely putting you in that prayer. Marianne, putting you and your family in that prayer. For our dear Rick Morrow, asking for complete healing and for a miracle in your life. So thank you. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for your love. Hold each other in your heart. Continue to hold that love. Love is what heals. Let's just love on each other. That's what we do every day here. If you want to keep putting yourself in the prayer circle, we're all going to keep holding you in our heart throughout the day. We're going to just send love all day long. We're going to send love out your way and send the angels to touch you, to be there for you. Anyone who needs the angel of protection, we're sending Michael to you. So let's give love to each other. give love to one person and see it going around the circle. And we're going to do this at the count of 3. We're going to add some gratitude in. We're going to say thank you. And then I love you. So 1, 2, 3. Thank you. I love you. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your love that you give out so freely. You come in every morning for this time together and you just love. And thank you for that. Thank you for making us all laugh. Thank you for lifting the vibration of the planet today. And just so you know, you all did just change the world. You did impact the world in a big way. When you raise the vibration of one person, you are raising the vibration of the planet. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. May you have a blessed rest of your day. Focus some energy on self-care. Lift up whatever is needed in your life to be healed, and then rest. Turn it over and let it go. Just let it go. Thank you so much for being here. I'm waiting for words from our Deirdre, and usually Rick also types in the words. There you go, Rick. Rick, I hope you're doing well, my friend. I hold you up in prayer every day. I love you so much. So let's all say this together. Namaste, y'all. I love you. I'll see you later. Bye.